6 years. That's how long I thought my relationship would last forever. We lived together, laughed together, built a future that I thought was solid. But in the end, I was the one carrying it all, while she slowly checked out. And when she finally walked away at the end of 2024, I thought my world had collapsed. What I didn't know then, losing her wasn't the tragedy I imagined, it was the biggest reset, and the sweetest revenge I could have ever asked for. For 6 years, we were fine. Or at least, that's what it looked like to everyone else. Friends saw us as the couple who had it figured out, living together, sharing holidays, always showing up to birthdays and dinners as a package deal. But behind closed doors, fine didn't mean happy. Fine meant I was the one cooking. I was the one planning trips, fixing problems, carrying conversations, patching up cracks in a relationship that was already falling apart. She had already mentally checked out. I didn't see it at first. I kept convincing myself, it's just stress. It's just a phase. She'll come around. But deep down, I was clinging to someone who had already let go. Then, at the end of 2024, it finally happened. She left. No fight, no tears, no dramatic goodbye, just a quiet exit. The first months after, hell, I cried until my chest hurt. Nights blurred into mornings. I wrote pages of messy thoughts, hoping the pain would bleed out onto paper. Sometimes anger burned so hot I wanted to break something. Other times, nostalgia crushed me like a truck, replaying every good memory on loop. If you've ever been in that stage, you know. That desperate urge to reach out, to check her Instagram, to, accidentally, ask her friends what she's doing, to craft that one perfect text that might win her back. But here's the brutal truth, that path only digs your hole deeper. So I cut it, full no contact, no messages, no likes, no stalking her socials at 2 a.m., no asking mutual friends. It took me months of shaking hands and late-night breakdowns, but eventually, I did it. And that's when everything changed. See, a breakup isn't just pain, it's a reset button. In life, most resets are small. Moving cities, changing jobs, graduating. But when a long relationship dies, that's not a small shift, it's a total rebirth. And for the first time in years, I met myself again. Here's what my reset looked like. Friends and family. I saw more of them in 10 months than I had in the 6 years before. No more skipping birthdays. No more flaking on plans. I realized how much I had isolated myself just to keep a relationship alive. Work and sports. I went all in. Running until my lungs burned. Lifting until my arms shook. Building discipline where there used to be excuses. Solo trips. Hostels, strangers, late-night conversations with people I'll never see again. For an introvert like me, it was terrifying and freeing. Writing. Instead of letting poison rot inside me, I spilled it onto paper. Every hurt, every thought, every regret. Slowly, the grief loosened its grip. And here's the irony. The very habits that started as survival became my revenge. Because while she expected me to crumble, I was leveling up. While she was busy moving on, I was busy moving up. Month 1 to 2, pure grief. Month 3 to 4, emotional chaos, sure, but a spark of strength. Month 5 to 6, freedom, new routines, a body that actually felt alive again. Month 7 to 10, a version of me she wouldn't even recognize. I wasn't her boyfriend anymore. I was me, more ambitious, more sensitive, more alive, and the people around me noticed. My friends saw it, my family saw it, even coworkers who used to overlook me suddenly respected the discipline I was building. And eventually, she saw it too. It happened one afternoon, months after no contact. Out of nowhere, I got a message. Hey, I've been thinking about you, you look good. I miss what we had. That was it, the moment of justice. She thought I'd still be waiting. Still broken, still desperate for her validation. But by then, I didn't need it. I didn't respond, not out of spite, but out of strength. Because the greatest revenge wasn't a clapback, or a new partner, or even rubbing my success in her face. The revenge was silence. The revenge was becoming the version of myself I should have met years ago, without her. And I can only imagine her scrolling through my life now, realizing she walked away from someone who finally found his worth. Here's what I learned. Single doesn't mean lonely. I've never been more surrounded by love, by friends, by family. And I've met people in relationships lonelier than I ever was alone. If you're in the pit right now, it's hell, yes. But it's also the best shot you'll ever get at rewriting your whole life. Take it. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button, it helps more than you know. And tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen after a breakup? And of course, hit subscribe for more stories just like this. Because trust me, this is only the beginning.